What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday. This is going to be another weekend vlog. So, started a little late, but oh well. So yeah, it's Saturday, probably about like closer to 12. We just got lunch, but before that, we actually got this frame. We got this frame from Target. So, we're actually going to start our gallery wall. Wow, I can't speak today. We're going to start our gallery wall in our dining room, and so we bought this frame from Target because we had those other ones come from Framebridge, and I'm going to paint this kind of like a forest green. So the actual color is called Hunt Club Green right there. So yeah, we're just gonna spray paint this, make it look a little fancy, and this will also go on the gallery wall as well. So I'm outside the house, spray painting this, letting it air dry, and Alex is inside, so y'all will see him probably later. But yeah, so this will probably be another weekend vlog. Thank y'all so much for watching, and continue to like, comment, and subscribe to our videos. We'll try our best to upload every week, every weekend, probably every Wednesday. I think Wednesday's our day. So yeah, of course, it'll take y'all along the ride for the weekend for whatever we do. So let's get started on this. Alright, so here is the finished product. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's like a hunter green, one of our favorite colors. So I'm probably gonna, I see a couple spots I missed. Probably gonna touch it up a little bit and then let it air dry, and then it'll be good to go for later today. Okay, we're back. So quick change of plans. We're actually gonna go to Ponce City Market. Oh, look who that is.
Hey y'all.
So we're going to go to Ponce City Market. I can't even talk. We're going to Ponce City Market right now because someone bought a olive tree. I wonder who that somebody could be.
Yeah, we have a very ugly faux looking palm tree that I need to replace, and it's been on the list for a long time. So
and we'll show you in a bit what it looks like.
You already saw Ricky updating the frames for a piece that we're gonna fill it with, and eventually start replacing or working on this gallery wall in our like front room of the house, which has been a project on the list for like a year at this point. Months, I will say months. So once we get back, we'll be updating the wall, which is going to take some time because we got to like plan it out, design it how we want it, trial and error. But we'll at least get started on that when we get back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But first, Ponce City Market.
Yep. All right, so I know last week in the video we sat in traffic a few times, and I kind of joked about being in traffic, but here we are again, once again, sitting in traffic on a Saturday. It's like almost standstill because the Georgia Department of Transportation decided to do roadway construction, shut down 4 lanes on a Saturday in the middle of the day.
In the middle of the day?
In the middle of the day. And it's like summertime, graduation season, school's about to be out. I mean, these is about to be some of the heaviest days on the road, heaviest traffic days.
Like, whose idea was to say, you know what, let's do construction on Saturday, one of the busiest days that people are on the roads?
Yeah.
Whose idea was that?
Yeah. So just having to sit in this traffic. And this is the downside of living just on the south side of the city is, well, I mean, actually, we could have taken Lee Street or Main Street and it would have been super quick, but we made the mistake of not checking the traffic before we got in the car and got on the road.
So pro tip, before you get on the road, always
check the traffic. Always open up your Maps app, check out how the traffic is looking, check out the alternative routes. That's the key. I did not do that. Big mistake. So here we are. So anyway, come to Atlanta, move to Atlanta. We don't care. We're not full. People say we're full. We're not actually full. We have a lot of room to grow. But just, you know, and this is not the worst traffic. If you live in LA or if you've been to LA or even in like Louisiana, I lived in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, probably one of the worst, you know, it's not in LA or New York or Chicago or a Dallas or Houston or anything like that, but it's probably one of the worst traffic cities I've ever lived in. Atlanta's got nothing on that because there are just surface roads. There's not many like highways.
And then the thing that gets me is, even with the traffic, people are still trying to change lanes, like one lane is going faster than the other. We're going the same speed.
Alright, so we just got back in the house and moved in the tree, so we got this faux olive tree from Pottery Barn, and it's to, like I said earlier, to replace another faux plant that is just very faux. It's very fake looking. So we're gonna unbox that and then we're gonna put it up in our front room. We also have some new pieces, a couple pieces that we actually just picked up today. Plus we got our frame bridge order in, so we're ready to like start putting things on the wall to replace our current gallery wall, which is what you see behind me. And this is just, for the last couple of years, it's just been photos of Ricky and I on our travels and just out and about. We'll keep a couple of them, but we wanted to integrate some art into it. So instead of doing like a linear photo wall or a linear kind of gallery wall, we're just gonna do kind of mix and match with the lines and everything, so it looks more like a abstract, an interactive gallery wall. So anyway, so that's what we're gonna do. We also have some things that we actually have to put in frames that we haven't put in frames yet, so we're gonna be doing that in just a moment. Anyway, so we'll show you all the process of how we put the gallery wall together, take all this down, and then put things back up. So, but first, we're gonna handle this plant that we have. We're gonna take it out the box and put it in a new vase or a planter. So this is the current faux plant we have. It's like a palm tree almost, like a fake bird of paradise, I think.
More like bird of paradise, kind of.
But the planter is really nice. We're going to keep the planter and we're just going to take the olive tree and put it in that. And I think it'll probably go, it may stay in this corner, or maybe we put it in the front room. What do you think?
My only thing is, if we put it in the front room and replace that one, where would that one go?
I think we have two plants in here. We have one on each corner. We have this acacia plant, and then on this side, and then we have one over here. That's a real plant, actually, but we can keep a faux plant on this side.
Okay.
If we did, I mean, we can try it out. Maybe we reserve this room for live plants because there's so much sunlight that comes in throughout the day. And we keep the faux plants just kind of in elsewhere in the house. So anyway. are some of the leaves falling off? That's crazy. For the cost of it, why are the leaves falling off?
They said you want it as real as possible, so.
I mean, I guess you can just tape them or glue them back on. That's crazy. But it looks nice. We need something bigger. What's our other options? I think that planter is another option. That plant does not need that much soil. So we have a problem. This doesn't fit in the planter that we already had. It's actually wobbly. So it means it's not all the way to the bottom. So it's too small. So I think we're gonna replace the planter that this real live plant is in over here in the corner, and just swap them out.
So basically, okay, so we'll actually just switch these two planters. So that planter will come over here, and that'll actually be cute with that green.
Because we don't have a big enough planter right now, we were going to replace the planter that the live plant is in with the olive tree, and just swap them out with another one. But since we don't have another one currently, we just looked at some others that we have around the house. They're not going to fit. They're too small. So we're just going to have to go to the store some other day, probably tomorrow, and then pick one up to replace it with. But in the meantime, it's fine on its own. It's sitting in a plastic planter, and it can just chill for the next few days. So anyway, all right, so now we're gonna switch gears and focus on this gallery wall. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so you can't see it from here, but we did a really terrible job of putting in nails to hang all of the photos that were on the wall. Make sure whenever you do this, you do it with better equipment. You use actual picture hanging nails and material, wires. We are gonna use a mixture of hanging nails and some, what's it called? What are those? Like command strips that are made specifically for hanging art and picture frames. But yeah, if you can't see it, thankfully, but it's like a botch job on this wall. So at some point we're gonna have to go in and fill or refill a bunch of holes that we made by mistake. All right, so we just finished putting, what do I want to say? We've just finished framing the last few pieces that we needed to get framed, and took the old photos off the wall. So to get started with the gallery wall, the first thing you want to do is you want to find your like main piece, your main like eye-catching moment. It's usually going to be your biggest piece, your statement, and you basically form the gallery wall around that. You basically place the biggest or most important piece in the center and start moving things around that one piece. And you can do it in whatever creative style or order you want to do it in. It's totally up to you, but that's kind of where you want to start. So I think for us, we have the largest piece that we have is this big poster that says y'all on it. And we got it because we like the font, the artistic or aesthetic look of it is great, but it really says y'all means all. And if you live in the South, you're familiar with that phrase because y'all is an official pronoun of Southern people. But and then of course the all part implies that it means for everyone. Like we're an inclusive. It's about inclusion basically. Y'all is about inclusion. It's an inclusion statement. So anyway, so we're gonna start with that and then start moving things or putting things up around it.
Man likes kisses. That's a sweet man. Man likes kisses. Ain't that right, man?
All right, so we're all done with our new gallery wall, and it looks good. I mean, there are the imperfections from the old nails, from the old photos, and we don't have any of our personal photos up, like pictures of us.
Right. We want to definitely try and fill this bottom part right here, maybe up top too.
Or I'm just worried somebody's gonna sit on this bench and, run, hit it, knock it down.
But
So,
I like it. I mean, it's definitely a good start. I'm super excited about the artwork. The artwork is very black. So I think we accomplished that. We probably need to get definitely some more pieces up there, but
yeah,
it's good.
we'll be working on that over time. Anyway, so this is our, gallery wall. It was simple. It was easy. The hardest part was just getting things framed, quite frankly. And then the command strips that are made for the picture frames, super useful,
Definitely a lifesaver.
easy, lifesaver. And I'll drop a link to those in the caption, because if you are hanging things, whether you own a home or whether you're renting, I just think they're the best solution. So yeah, they're super heavy duty and can handle a good bit of weight. So Anyway, all right. So that's pretty much our Saturday. I'm about to get a workout in, and I think this has been a short video by design. It's a short weekend because I have to travel for work, and I'll be living Ricky for a few days. But anyway, so back with you all again next week. And until then, you know, if you're already subscribed, thank you for being with us. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do.
And like I said before, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
And we'll see y'all next week.
We'll see y'all next week. All right.